Hello, Ron. Welcome back to a new episode of It's a Progressive World, a lighthearted podcast about everything and nothing. As always, you can find timestamps down below, and please like and subscribe. Alrighty, Sam. We have a lot of fun stuff for today, don't we?
We do. We're gonna finish with something that we've been with our what do you say, redesigning of our show, kind of hinting at the presence of aliens on Earth. So that's how we will be ending the show. As you can see, we have some of the real images that were taken in the space, and this is one of the aliens on a rocket heading to Earth. This is an actual image. So we have those. But before that, we're going to talk about Boris and Doris. They had a difficult week, but they're fighting get back in the UK. Boris and Doris, our boy and our honorary gal, Doris. Then we've got we're going to talk about the legend, the man, the hero, the cavalier, the chevalier, the I don't know what else can I give him, the king, the emperor, the eternal macho man, the most fertile man, one of the most fertile men who has ever lived. Berlusconi has sadly left the earth. It was a very sad week. All the men, real men with mustaches and testosterone, were sad. And from reports already, sexual harassment allegations have gone up 30% in hell, where he resides, apparently for now, until his application is processed. I'm sure he'll get to heaven. I'm sure he'll get there. But before getting into all that, we're going to talk about US elections, and we're going to talk about Cornel West, and he's switching to the Green Party. But before that, let's talk about the man, the true successor to Berlusconi tradition. I mean, the true successor to Berlusconi's tradition, the man, the legend that is Trump, and his boxes, his fantastic boxes that he took with him. Did you see this? Did you hear? Did you listen to the details of what he's done?
Yeah, I heard. I mean, or through his lawyer or whatever. But I mean, to be honest, we got so many amazing things today that we'll come. I
You
guess
forgot
I'll
some of the
comment about
details?
all of them. I guess one by one when we get there. You forgot to mention that Berlusconi is a football club owner, a former football club
Oh, I'm
owner.
so sorry.
But
That is to me,
anyway,
of course, from a what was he? He was a vacuum cleaner salesperson, I believe. From a vacuum cleaner salesperson to somebody who owned AC Milan and then owned parts of Italy, probably. But yeah,
but
he was
yeah,
great,
but
man. He
let's
was such a
continue.
man.
But and also,
By the way, were you in, because there's a large contingent in Iran of humans that are supporter of either Inter Milan or AC
no.
Milan. I think outside of Italy, the largest like Inter AC rivalry is in Tehran. Were
But
you part of any of those? No?
yeah, no, they have they have a lot of fans on it, that's for sure. Whether it's Italy, the games are crazy in the stadium, or whether and around all that. But yeah, no, I mean, I like both teams, but the only team I ever really fan of is Arsenal. So
That's really I have to say, me and you are very odd, because there is like nobody in Iran who's like a fan of English stuff, like they hate everything.
but no, but being a fan of
Maybe Man U and
Premier League,
Arsenal. Maybe
yeah,
Man
no,
U.
but being a
Yeah, you're
fan of
right. You're
Premier
right.
League is huge. However, it is true that I remember like Italian football is particularly
It's
liked
so
because I
big.
remember the year when I was still living in Iran where they suddenly started showing the Italian and Iranian league as well. Before that, they used to show the German Bundesliga league. So it was like 2002, they suddenly started showing. And I kind of like the English one more. And there was like this taxi driver who would take us to school, old man, and he was no, he liked the
Yeah.
Italian one. They played
The,
slower and it was
the
better, and the defense was better.
beautiful game. Beautiful game. Yes,
So
they
yeah, in
played.
Iran, anyway.
No,
Trump.
although you're right though, it's a generational thing, because it's with our older people. It's nowadays, man, everybody's into Spain. Just every kid you talk to is
Yeah.
either Barcelona or Real
No,
Madrid.
exactly. That
But
is
anyway,
true. And Premier League actually
when
it
we were
only
kids, it
became a
was.
thing in like 92. And I think Premier League really
That's
became
true.
big early 2000s, probably. So
I think, yeah, that generation
English
of,
teams.
Alex Ferguson,
Exactly.
Arsene Wenger,
Yeah.
there was
And then just
that was
more
the
and more money
golden,
got added. Then it became,
too much, some would say.
like
Yeah.
Russia,
Lot of
everyone, Abramovich.
Russian money, Arab money, all
Yeah,
started pouring
American, and
in.
of course American money. Yeah.
Was later, but yeah, you're right. In
But now
Man U.
American money though probably has more than all of them. Americans own Man U, Liverpool, and Arsenal. So
Oh, I forgot. Yeah, you're right. Liverpool.
at least probably more too.
Yeah.
They own the smaller teams too. No, 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 I don't know why that. Tottenham have
No,
this CEO
owned by the
president guy
people
who's
still.
very like, who's kind
Oh,
of strange because everybody knows him, but he's not technically the owner. Sorry, I don't know.
okay.
But
That's
yeah,
interesting.
I got sidetracked. So
No,
Trump, who probably doesn't, not a big fan of football, but maybe, I don't know.
you think he followed soccer?
No.
No. But yeah, man, did you hear he had taken number of declassified files with him to his personal home, which, by the way, again, I know everybody else has done it. Again, this is not
Well, that's
usually
what, yeah.
in most courts that doesn't work. As they like, it's not, you're not 5 and the court is not your uncle. You can't just go, he did it. It's like he did
Yeah.
it first. But
I mean, that's what
besides that,
Alan Dershowitz points out.
we will play that. But besides that, I
Where
love
is
the
it?
fact that did you hear what were the boxes regarding to?
No, I don't know what's exactly in it, but like, no,
boxes that were especially, man, the boxes were sorry, the lights went. One, at least some of the files that he was trying, I think he was trying to show. Did you sorry, distract? The files he was trying to show. I think we have this video.
Yeah, maybe I didn't put it. Continue.
But I think he was trying to impress Kid Cudi, Kid Rock on the phone. Sorry, not Kid Cudi, Kid Rock on the phone or something. And he was showing him the plans for a military attack against Iran. He was, yeah, you see this,
Really?
these documents. And man, it's on the phone. His voice is recorded on the phone.
Yeah.
And did you see with the AI they recreated? Maybe we can play a bit of it in this video. I think so. It's maybe a bit
Millie,
even.
let me see that.
Yeah. No, I think
I'll show you an example. He said that I wanted to attack country A. Isn't it amazing? I have a big pile of papers. This thing just came up. Look, this was him.
Country A is
They
Iran.
presented me this. This is off the record, but they presented me this. This was him. This was the Defense Department and him.
Wow.
We looked at some. This was him. This wasn't done by me. This was him. All sorts of stuff, pages long. Look. Wait a minute. Let's see here.
Yeah.
I just found, isn't that amazing? This totally wins my case, Except it is like highly confidential.
Yeah.
Secret. This is secret information. Look at this. You attack, and by the way, isn't that incredible?
Yeah.
I was just thinking because we were talking about it, and he said, quote, he wanted to attack country A, and what?
You did.
This was done by the military and given to me. I think we can probably, right?
I don't know. We'll see. We'll have to see. Yeah, we'll have to try to
declassify it.
Figure out all, yeah.
See, as president, I could have declassified it.
Yeah.
Now I can't, but this...
Oh, Jesus Christ, man.
Yeah, you see. So I'm glad, you never hear, oh, we found these secret files about Iran. What were you doing? We were planning a secret birthday party for Iran. We were going to surprise Iran, and then bring it in. Oh, surprise. We've got you a weapon. We've got you this. No, it's always a fucking secret plan to come and destroy us. It's never something good.
Fucking Trump. I thought Trump was like me, which is like a hoarder of stuff to read. I'm like, no. I will get to this newsletter from August 2022. No. Let me just keep it in my mail. There's still a good chance. I thought Trump maybe was like, no, I'll read this. I swear. Let me take it with me. No, I swear.
No, man, he took it. Man, he took it because he just wanted to call people and be like, hey, Johnny, did you hear about? I have this confidential. I know, right? Yeah, how cool is that, right? It's just me, you, and three other people.
Man. Okay,
Oh, yeah.
it's too
Did
funny.
you see the picture of his? Just Google bathroom Trump boxes.
Oh.
Why I don't understand. Like, even if you're gonna take the documents, why wouldn't you have like you have? I thought Mar-a-Lago was a big place. Am I wrong? Like, don't you have a storage? I don't
Man,
understand
this
any of
bathroom
this.
looks weirdly ordinary.
Yeah, it's very. I have to say, surprisingly, not luxurious.
Yeah, okay, the
It's a
chandeliers and stuff like that, but I mean,
Oh my
you
God!
can go
Yeah.
to a
Sorry,
restaurant and
I
stuff.
didn't see that.
Yeah.
They put
No,
a
but still, like the
literally
curtain, no.
chandelier.
But then the
This is
curtains, they found
crazy.
it on the street.
Yeah. That's who uses curtains?
And the
Put
box of
glass, man.
tissue is weird too. Like somebody like
Why?
wonders that because you don't see that at like or
No,
like
that
a restaurant or luxurious or fancy place or I don't know. It just looks.
actually you
But
do in
really,
fancy
like I
places.
don't know.
They have a towel and I think box
But
of
the
tissue.
tissue
Most.
box, I don't know. They have something much slicker. This looks like
Yeah,
the
you're
12
right. They
pack that
put
your
it in
mom
a.
buys.
Yeah, you're right. You're.
And in my house, there was one
This
on
is
each
not
table.
the guest tissue. This is not the guest tissue. This is for you.
I
It's
forgot how
made of
big of a thing
actual
was.
wood. No, you're right. No, they put it in a box of like. Yeah, you're right. They
And
put it in
what's
a
this?
fancy. But
This
I
looks
love
like a
the.
recycling.
Yeah.
Okay, what is
No,
going on in this
I have to say,
in
I
this
love
room?
the. But
From the
do you
chandeliers
see?
to the
No, why there is a chandelier and then there is a. What those lamps on the wall? How much light do you need when you take
and
a
it's such an
shower?
awkward place to live.
Yeah, exactly. It's. I think it's a double use. You can use it when you're old to hold on to it and get up. Well, I love
But
the
it's a low
it's
bathroom.
Kohler.
That's really good.
That's very good. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Kohler, I think, for sure, from the looks of it. This, Kohler, right?
Kohler? Is that the brand?
Yeah, it's a German brand of toilets. It's the
Oh.
best by far. It's
Oh,
got the
I think
it's,
maybe I've seen Kohler, maybe.
I don't know what's the correct pronunciation.
Yeah,
It's got an
maybe.
H, but
Yeah, I know what you
maybe they
mean.
dropped that when they pronounce it. I don't know, but
No, I don't know
it's
from yeah.
the best.
But yeah,
It's got
Jesus
the right
Christ, man.
height. Yeah, so I don't understand. Doesn't seriously, please can somebody is Mar-a-Lago a big place or is it like one of those like fake out? They put a lot of mirrors inside. It looks big. It's actually like 12 square meters, like but a lot of mirror. It looks bigger,
No, but Trump looks like the kind of guy exactly who cuts on costs. So I wouldn't be surprised if none of his homes
Exactly,
are
I'm
anything
not
like
surprised.
that. Like his penthouse in the Trump Tower is tiny. He doesn't want to like
Yeah.
sell the one.
I wouldn't be
That's why he
surprised
liked the
if
White House too. It's like, this is much nicer.
no, he didn't. He apparently didn't like
Oh,
the
true, he
White
did
House
it.
because
He
he's so
was-
old. Because
yeah,
he's so old
true.
and
That was a fail.
cranky.
Mhm.
But I think I wouldn't be surprised if there is a whole arrested development situation going on with Marla. Like you find a half of Marla is actually like cardboard boxes, and small like houses they put, and it's it's because of perspective that it looks so small. It's not a Lego house. It's
Yeah.
But
you
it's
know,
man,
yeah,
he's
that's true. You know,
yeah.
in the show Sopranos, they're so good that they
Mm.
made Tony's house actually like throughout the series, you get hints that it's nice, but it's made from like every corner possible, made from like the cheapest material because
This reminds
is
me of
that
our beloved hero that who has gone this week, Berlusconi. When there was an earthquake, I think this was in 90s, very early on, in the first time he was prime minister. There was an earthquake in Italy in which about, I believe, like 70% of homes in southern Italy were destroyed because like up to like 80% of material
Jesus
used in
Christ.
construction was just like, the mafia had watered it
Yeah.
down. Like instead of gypsum, they had used, I don't know, some kind of like chalk from the schools or something. It was, man, I remember there was a documentary, the guy would go with his fingers, would touch the
Jesus
wall
Christ.
and like it was like toothpicks. They would pick out the wall like a
Jesus
toothpaste.
Christ.
It's great. And Berlusconi was like, Guys, don't be. What is the problem? It's like, earthquake. It's like they can go outside like a picnic. It's like a picnic. It's great.
Oh my God.
That was his response to earthquake.
Jesus fuck.
Yeah, he was great, man. People he was truly the trailblazer for Trump and Boris, two people who are carrying the torch today.
In a way.
But yeah, good. Did you see? I have to say, man, as far as like people who are technically evil go, I really like Alan Dershowitz.
Oh,
He's just
and man, he's and oh my
so
God, they
good.
put the worst pictures of him all the time. But yeah, he's growing
Man,
on
come
me,
on,
the guy.
please. Show me one
he's
good picture
hilarious.
of him. Show me.
Sure, you're right. Fair enough.
Why? I dare you.
No,
I dare you.
he's hilarious. Well,
He's
what's this
he's so
angle?
funny.
Why this company that he fired his company because they got the Kim Kardashian interview for him? I would fire him for whoever
what?
put the camera. Sorry, Kim Kardashian. I'm losing it. Kim Iverson. You know how he got pissed off at the company that runs his media stuff over the Kim Iverson interview? Do you know what I mean?
Oh, when he got angry, Alan
Yeah.
Dershowitz
And he got really angry at his booking company for booking him the Kim Iverson interview and all that.
Oh, did he?
Because
he
of
got
like
angry
because something he asked, the question they hadn't told him about the question he had sent.
Oh, sure, okay. I
Anyway.
remember he got angry. I remember he got angry at Kim, but I don't remember him getting angry at.
No, but then he got he was really pissed off. And anyway, I was gonna say, whoever set up his camera, he should be pissed off at that person. Like they looking from down.
Maybe they're trying to give him like the presence of a Caesar or something. Like, from lower you look like you're more. Perhaps.
Anyway, but yeah, he's an interesting guy. His comment, the stuff that he says.
It feels like he's holding his mobile phone in a very awkward angle, like a grandpa. Can you see me? Now is that good? Now is that? But yeah, he's just a very, very good old-fashioned, sort of a sleazy liar. So
yeah, for sure. And he's good because of
it's
that. He's
just
good in his
enjoyable.
interviews,
It's kind of like
right?
Saul,
And he doesn't. What makes him, I find, like a little bit good is that like he doesn't mind giving you a little bit if that means he'll take a lot from you. Like for instance, you'll insult me. I'll be like, yeah, you're right. I am a bad person, but you're a piece of garbage, trash, piece of shit. So it kind of makes him, it kind of makes him a bit more. Instead of like denying like in some weird way or something.
No, he plays ball. You have a back and forth with him. I feel like even if it's, as you say, like a negative one. I feel like Norman Finkelstein, he made a tactical mistake with him. I think Chomsky, like
what do you mean?
Going after him for plagiarism. Because I think if he had gone after him for the substance of the thing, although he was basically, I think he would have played the ball and he would, oh, Norm, you're right, I may have made a mistake there, and it would have helped, I'm just saying, I feel because he wants to, his whole thing, he's actually in a way he's kind of like Trump. He wants to be popular. He wants to be with young people. You know what I mean?
He went on Democracy Now! To debate Norman Finkelstein. It's fun. Just like not to maybe he didn't know it was going to be a debate or something. But anyway, just going on Democracy Now! Like you didn't need to go on Democracy Now! But he for sure enjoys it.
Yeah, out of everything that has happened to him, like the thing that really pissed him off was the fact that his friends in Martha's Vineyard were like not hanging out with him anymore. Like all he wants is just somewhere to go and talk about issues. He doesn't care like you disagree, you don't agree. Let me talk about Israel, okay? I want to talk about Israel. I want to talk about Trump. And now in Martha's Vineyard, they're all angry at me because of this Trump bullshit. He's old. He wants to talk to some young people, maybe touch them a little, but who knows? like this guy.
No, seriously.
Yeah, but I think he
Yeah.
did a good. He did I mean,
But he said
forget
also
about.
some interesting stuff. So I mean, on the espionage thing and all that, he said, you know, he doesn't
Oh.
agree with the Espionage Act. He says like taking files and all this should be a misdemeanor. And he says, you
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
and then he said something that Glenn kind of said the opposite, which is like, but you know, the Espionage Act, whatever, they have to show that Trump took it like on purpose to do this for it to count a lot, because apparently with Biden, if I'm probably mistaken, I probably misunderstood him, but based on
No,
what
I
he
think
said with
you're right.
Biden and Hillary Clinton, they were like, oh, whatever, they took it accidentally, so it's, you know, it's not an issue. But I guess for Trump, they're trying to do it the other way. But yeah, that's exactly what I mean. The fairness. He doesn't deny that Trump didn't take it. He's like, yeah, Trump took it, but so did these guys, and he shouldn't be punished. And then if you ask him, should Hillary be punished? No, Hillary shouldn't be punished either. No one should be punished.
Yeah,
For
you say
this.
it's
So
a misdemeanor. It's
yeah.
a pretty
So
like
it's pretty.
like ridiculous reason to punish anybody, really.
Sometimes you can
But
listen to him and not get too pissed off because of these things.
Alan Dershowitz, yeah,
Yeah.
in law, I mean, the thing he gives you that, like, he's you know, when, for example, he talked about that if they try to get information from me for any purpose, I'm not gonna cooperate at all.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna commit anything illegal. I'm just gonna be basically an ass, like, you know. So yeah, he knows his way around law, I suppose, American law.
Yeah. No.
I mean, he does teach at Harvard, so I think, yeah, I'm sure he's very glad that he's got our approval. But yeah, he's fun to watch. He's fun to watch.
Yeah.
So do you want to go
but
to two definitely other fun people to
who is it?
look at? Let's which one do we have first?
Oh, sorry, I went backwards. Alrighty, so let's start with Christie. There we go.
So the rich man being like people like Mitt Romney and all that, they have failed. The poor man, like people like Ron DeSantis, they have failed. It's time for the fat man to try to stop Trump, and I don't think he has a chance, man.
Apparently.
Please
Yeah.
play some of the clips too. Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, no, I mean, polls, I mean, of course, polls aren't, you know, always a full reflection, but when you're around like 1%, then I think they're kind of accurate. Like, you know, at that point, it's like, yeah, okay, I believe this is a true
1% or under. Believable.
It's a true reflection of society. Apparently, that's I think what Robbie said. But yeah, alrighty.
Yeah,
and two, it's the truth.
Do you think he'll show up to those early debates?
You bet he will. His ego will not be able to stop him.
What is he acting here?
Or if he skips the first one, that'll be fine.
Why does he look like he's on a play? He's doing a play.
That'll give me absolute free
exactly.
lane.
He's doing it.
We'll do that once, Anderson. He'll be at the second one.
Christie also.
Did you see that? Pause. Did you see that?
What was going on there? Was that a play?
That was, yeah, I believe.
Hold on, a little bit more.
Boxes. He wants his boxes near him. He flew the boxes up to New Jersey for summer vacation. What is this, like they're a family member? I mean, seriously, I got to have my boxes with me. And let me ask you a question. What exactly was he doing with them? Did someone remind him?
Every time I go to New York, my wife makes me go to these plays and Broadway shows just like this. Theater, I swear. This acting was doing stand-up comedy, huh? I mean, what the fuck
no, it's not. I wish it was a
but look, even
comedy.
Anderson Cooper, I think he's kind of like, yo, got chairs here. Why is this guy going back and forth on?
Why is he making so much weird theatrical expression? What is his finger move? No, I think he's hedging his bets. If this run for the presidential, you know, for the presidency doesn't work out, he's gonna start a street theater, because that's the only place I've seen this time, a street theater and one-man political shows, not even a stand-up comedies. One man. I was a man, but I didn't know myself, that I didn't know I was a gay man before I came to this city. Like, it was so bad. It was so bad, man. I almost expected some sort of Allen Ginsberg-y sort of Beat Generation poetry. like I saw the best of the Republican Party destroyed by madness of Trump, starving, hysterical, naked. What is going? It was
Like, this
like,
is good that
this is
he's so man, he's so like, oh my god,
he's the
he's
worst.
like
And
the boxer who's like hasn't retired. Like, bro, you're so if you had a chance, it was at your prime in 2014, 16. And now
It was about-
get out of here. And he doesn't even an office job. What has he been up to? He's
unemployment. He's
right. He's not. All right, sorry about that, Sam. Before we got cut off. So when we got
sorry.
cut off, I also was about to say, like, he's not a governor anymore, right? Like that
No.
ended, right?
Oh,
That
yeah,
ended a
long time
while
ago,
ago,
long
right?
That was a
Exactly.
long time ago, man.
Like,
That was
exactly.
a long time ago, yeah.
That
was
like, no, not
before-
long, 4 or 6 years ago. Yeah,
Okay, that's
exactly.
according
5 years
to
ago.
Recent.
5
I've
years
been
ago.
told by recent young people that's a long time ago. So you know.
Yeah, 5 years
No,
ago.
but and man, you have no idea how difficult it is to maintain that weight on unemployment. You have to really try. Like, you have to be eating, like, I focus on ice creams only, like no vegetables, to, you know, maintain that weight with. But
in
it's
reality, he does
truly,
have one gig going
politics.
for him, which is he can now go and talk to Democrats and tell them that, you know, and that's what he does. He's on MSNBC.
I think
apparently,
that
Rob is saying.
market is saturated.
Yeah, no,
I feel
you're
like
right.
the market for Republicans,
No, it's very competitive.
Republicans talking shit about Trump.
Don't give up. But
We have,
no, he has enough of.
There is about 60
yeah.
of them already here. Mitt Romney's ahead of you in queue. We also have John Huntsman over there. Paul Ryan. Oh, Paul Ryan is here also. There is so many.
No, you're
I'm
right.
sorry, but
I mean, yeah, he has some. You know, people still remember him a bit. That kind of people, you know. Like,
yeah, he's got the.
He
you
was
know,
around
I
the
mean, we
Hillary
make fun of
era.
it.
Yeah, he has enough still
The
going
fat,
on.
the fat factor. The fat factor. He's
number
memorable.
33.
He's no. Yeah, sure. Okay, number 33.
Because you're right, there
sure.
are some.
He's a memorable. He's very bad at acting. I really think he should return his focus to politics. But it is truly like, this is ridiculous, because if it works for him, that does show that, like, it's people's fault, man. They deserve
but
this.
it's not,
If
yeah.
this works, if this
No,
acting
he's not working,
works.
of course. Another act is working, but at least that's much more refined. The Trump act, you know. Did you even when he talks naturally, those were the transcripts of him? Like, he didn't have any filler words. Like, fine, he doesn't use big words, but he,
Who?
you know, Trump, right now, when we're seeing his transcript,
Oh yeah.
it was just like,
No, that was
disappeared.
natural to him talking.
Yeah.
No, he's a human being, unlike this. No, these people, they go by his scripts. Trump is writing the script. He doesn't go by it. It's just his writing.
Yeah. But yeah.
But go to next video. I just played the part with Lindsey Graham because that part really broke my heart. I don't know about you.
I can't stand Lindsey
Go
Graham.
a bit further back, I
I
think.
can't stand him. Oh yeah, true.
Lindsey Graham?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's an indictment. Let's watch.
Donald Trump has said repeatedly that he did nothing wrong. Do you believe that?
Well, here's what I believe. We live in an America where if you're the Democratic candidate for president, Hillary Clinton, Secretary of State, you can set up a private server in your basement to conduct government business. And when an investigation is had about your activity, no, let me finish.
But you didn't answer the question.
That was ridiculous. Well, yeah, I'm trying to answer the question from a Republican point of view. That may not be acceptable on this show. Yes, I don't like what President Trump did in certain aspects. I don't like that Joe Biden had classified information on the garage. I don't like that Mike Pence carelessly took classified information. I don't like any of that. But what I don't like is a system in America where the Secretary of State, who's a Democratic...
Jesus Christ.
I don't like the fact that for 40 years, I have not done anything wrong. I have not been caught doing anything wrong while pushing forward Republican agenda, and then these amateurs show up and they all get caught within 5 days. They all get caught. I mean, this guy, I feel so bad for him, man. Imagine you stay in the closet for 6 years, serving the evil empire, never getting caught. And then just a bunch of amateurs show up and just ruin everything, taking boxes to bathrooms. Another one is just, openly on the phone, like colluding with China. Another one is trying, his son in Ukraine is getting mad. Just, can you control yourself? Like, can you? God damn it. I felt so bad for Lindsey, man. He's done his best.
Fair enough.
I don't
School,
remember. Has he been caught doing anything? Yeah, I mean, he's too pretty for Matt Taibbi, I feel. He's done too much facelifts for Matt Taibbi.
But yeah, I can't stand him, man.
I love that Southern accent, though. That is one of my favorite accents. I mean,
but not when you're
a bit
hateful,
too much,
man. A hateful person. I don't know.
Anybody in his place probably would do the same. I used to.
It takes away the cuteness of it.
Yeah, I know. You're right. But at this point, I'm like, I really have given up, man. It's like anybody in his place would have done the same. He's just
no, that's for sure. Yeah.
I mean, his voters are more evil than him, probably.
Wow.
Or as equally as you. I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, I felt bad for Lindsey. Poor Lindsey. And Lindsey, that's overwhelmingly, by the way, girl's name, right?
Yeah, I mean, everything about this guy is weird.
Everything. Yeah. Anyways,
Not what he
but
claims.
that's So
alrighty, Sam. So it's time for brother Cornel West, who has switched teams.
Shouldn't we call him father? Like just so much older.
Yeah, that's true. Father West.
My mother has to like remarry like with a 4-year gap for us to be brothers. He seeks Green Party. Poor bastards, man. They criticized him so much. They went on his tail so much that now he has to go seek a nomination from the Green Party.
Man.
Poor guy.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's.
So what'd you make of it? What'd you make of it?
Oh, I'm very happy. What do you think? I'm very happy because it's gonna force all those progressive channels now to either work together or work towards the same goal. So it would be much easier to just make fun of them as a whole.
No,
because I saw even from Jimmy Dore had Chris Hedges on, and you had Vanguard Boys, and even a Majority Report or something. They were even like, this is good or okay. So I haven't seen, by the way, Kyle Kalinske or anybody like that respond.
Him too, I'm sure. No, yeah, this is true. I mean, yeah. So everybody's probably gonna have to, like him. I mean, it's actually this coupled with how I saw on mainstream media when he first went for the People's Party, and how they covered him a lot. He has a good chance. I think I didn't think he was this popular. He has a good chance to do much better than whoever was the person who's ever done the best for the Green Party. I don't know if that was like Ralph Nader who got some votes. So he has, and maybe what is it? He has to break the 5% in some pollings or thing like that to make it onto the debate, and get federal funding or something. Like he needs to hit.
That's for federal funding. For polling, it's much more difficult. I believe it has to be on.
Or debates
polls in the same state.
What about debates? Yeah, debates.
That's for debate. That's for debates is very hard.
But
for funding,
extremely. I mean, he seems to be more popular than I thought. So I think there's a chance he might make his way somehow into debates.
And more known, I'm sure. If you notice, he's more known with the boomers than because he goes on Bill Maher, and Bill Maher has that sort of weird tentacle in.
Exactly. And he's gonna also tap into the more classic, like environmental leftists, not the ones that
not environmental. No, you know what he has on his side? I don't think that it's that at all. Actually, he has the.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Maybe I wanted to say what you were going to say, so go ahead.
No, I don't think he has the environmental or that. The thing he has on his side is the same thing Jeremy Corbyn had on his side, which also, in my view, makes him largely useless. He's a nice guy. He's nice. He's, I'm not gonna
for
say
sure.
bad
No,
words.
yes,
I'm
that,
gonna
no.
the same reason majority of the slightly older people especially loved Bernie. Oh my God, he says the nice things.
Yeah.
He's so nice about
No,
the
I meant
wars
like
and
by the environmentalist, I meant like the Green Party usual people who vote Green Party are more just traditional, normal leftist, people like that would have also taken COVID very seriously,
you
maybe
mean
until the
more
end.
centrally. Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
Yeah, I agree with that. But that's because
yeah.
of his niceness,
Yeah.
I think.
Sure. But I think that's a slightly different group because I 100% agree with what you're saying too. But so you're also tapping into that. And that's one of the more mainstream kind of groups and all this. But he is, so he might get more than 5% or so. And yeah, he's quite popular. However,
sorry, my nephew. Go ahead. Sorry.
You want to say hi?
Yeah, he said that. Go ahead.
That's hilarious. What's it called? What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, but to me though, it's just so off-putting. I mean, sure, it's good that I'm glad that it's Green Party, happy for everybody, good for them. But it's just so off-putting that someone who's running for president had, I guess, taken such a rushed and decision without putting 2 cents into it.
Oh, the People's Party.
Yeah, that 3 days later he regrets it. I mean, that's really
I mean, it shows two things. It shows a couple of things. It shows
unless something
either
else happened, and because I'm maybe he was.
No, let's go according to what he said. He said that he was being questioned too much about this. It was a distraction from his campaign. But it shows a couple of things. Either a fantastic judgment. It shows a fantastic judgment on, when making the presidential election public. It shows either that, or it shows just great integrity and backbone in face of pressure. Because within 3 days, he's like, okay, fuck this. Abandoning
Chris Hedges. All he took is Chris Hedges asking him hey, so you want to join? So what? Before that, he wasn't making phone calls to people and asking their opinions, like someone like Chris Hedges, who I'm pretty sure he knows.
I don't think.
I mean, if you're gonna run for president,
anything.
Maybe you talk to a few people about it, wonder about it.
Or Google people the party you're supposed to run. Google them. Just Google them.
He was on the board
your
apparently.
Mobile phone.
Whatever. Yeah. But anyway, putting all that aside, he is very popular, and everybody kind of seems, there's still RFK. Marianne Williamson, I wouldn't be surprised if she plummets quickly. I don't know how she's doing with more mainstream people, but she's the most annoying anyway.
Who's most annoying?
She is.
Oh, between these three?
Between everyone.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I mean, I find, to be honest, Cornel West. I prefer. I mean, Marianne is spirituality bullshit. I find like Cornel West is, a religious spirituality. Like they both do most type of.
If I were to pick, I'd be like, at least this one has been here for a while. UK.
Okay, fair enough. I see. It's more poetic. But I would say that from what I saw, it's already this Cornel West. As we talked about it, it's already breaking hearts left, right, and center. So you've got the gang of RFK that are, but he's so anti-imperialist. So we don't know now. And then you got Marianne people like Vanguard and stuff, and they're like, but Marianne is within the party, Cornel is outside, we can have both debate. So there is
there's
potential
RFK
for conflict.
Then there's RFK,
the anti
who might become
RFK
president.
is more on the Jimmy Dore. Sorry,
who might become president, man. No, I'm just saying, he's not to be taken lightly. The more I see him and all this and hear people's reaction to him. And he's what are his economic policies? I don't know what they are, but if I'm guessing their status quo, at the end, that's what matters. So if the Democratic Party push comes to shove and his policies are economically okay, if they have to, they'll back him. I don't know what his views are, because they can put vaccine and other things aside. Look,
the problem with him,
just like they would have preferred
man,
Trump over Bernie probably.
The thing with America is basically America, I think, is at a point. This is not like one moment, but they are slowly making the decision: are we gonna become sort of, go back to protect like a national thing? And he claims to be running as a sort of anti-imperialist thing, sort of reducing the
RFK too, right?
foreign
I heard
engagement.
Is he saying that? I don't know how much he's
That's
saying, but yeah, him.
RFK. That's not who else were you talking about?
Oh, I was talking about RFK. I thought you were
RFK.
talking about Cornel right now. I thought you were.
No. I was talking
you're
about RFK.
also, yeah.
I'm just saying,
Yeah.
I'm not quite sure yet. This is a deal breaker for the deep state or not, because
But how serious is he about that though? Like, that's also a thing to find out.
That's the thing.
Because Trump
that's
said
another
it
thing.
too.
Trump said the same.
Yeah. Is he in some cases very serious, and then on the other hand, like he makes up for it, like by like going somewhere else. Like
no,
maybe he
and
won't
I'm
do
pretty.
Ukraine, but like go after South America. His comment
And
about his family names. There were creepy. I was like, I see what you mean.
But the thing is, both Trump in office and now Bernie Sanders as a ally of Biden, both people who had the most sort of anti-imperialist, or let's say anti-interventionist sort of talks during their campaign, folded within 2 minutes. It wasn't like even a debate.
Yeah. So that can
there is a better
too.
case to be even made for Trump than there is for Bernie, because of the whole Afghanistan and all that. So I don't see
You mean like Cornel? You mean You mean like RFK? Just if he's like even doing good, just backing down just to make sure that.
I think
Biden,
he would like.
So he doesn't take any votes in a primary, or I mean that doesn't matter. Yeah.
No, I'm saying even if he gets elected, there would be no chance that they're gonna ratchet. I see it very unlikely that the deep state and stuff gonna be. Oh, RFK now he says that we shouldn't have a military base in Germany. Sure.
Yeah.
No,
but that's the thing. I really don't know
dollars.
much about him, so I don't even know if that's how far. We know what he says about Russia and Ukraine a little bit apparently, but I don't know much about him. Anyway.
His son, by the way, his son is serving in Ukraine. So no, I don't think. I think as soon as he gets into office, RFK would basically.
Or even before that, I haven't heard his full policy. I mean, I haven't listened to him enough. Probably in the next few months, I'll get answers to his questions.
Like what you. Before that, you
no,
mean
no,
like if he becomes a Democratic nominee?
Yeah, like right now, and like maybe like in a year or something,
No, right now he's saying he's gonna end the foreign engagements and blah blah blah. He's saying the usual things that lefties would like. Why are there poor people in America? Why we are dropping bombs? Blah 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 bullshit. But if he becomes a Democratic nominee, let's say Biden dies and he's the only one there. That would be interesting to see how he would position himself against Trump.
Yeah,
that would be interesting.
100%. But yeah, this election is looking promising. I didn't think it was going to be this fun. Everybody's in it. They managed to get.
If God willing, brother Cornel West succeeds in being the nominee for Green Party, then I think we're gonna have a lot of fun.
You know what's the one thing missing? You know what's the one thing missing, kind of, to me right now, is that the Trump side is too one-sided. If DeSantis also gets a bit more going on, right now he's too quiet. That would be good too.
But the fun with Trump is, I like it that now you have all the Republicans coming out of the woodwork, because the fun with Trump is him going against a large number of minions, just like, oh, what did you say, Christie? Oh, you're I don't know, you're a fat fuck. Tap. And then next one, who's next? Oh, you're a crooked piece of shit. Go away. Just going through them like a, I don't know. I like that too. But I know what you mean. If there was another like poll, perhaps it would be slightly more fun.
Shut the fuck up. The Green Party US on Twitter has 100,000 followers.
Oh my God, less than
I'm
100,000.
gonna leave that page. That I
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
know.
leave,
Bad.
it's probably
That's bad. I
contagious.
don't know what. Yeah, it shouldn't be exposed to this kind of. It's not good
Twitter
for you.
account. They
Your
have an
mental
organization.
health.
Yeah, like if I set up an organization, I'm pretty sure like through family and friends, we can get 100,000 people on Twitter, bots, you know, some like, you know.
Jesus Christ.
99.5. Oh my God.
So,
But
so pretty much
yeah.
Glenn Greenwald, like I don't know, just one person is bigger than the Green Party. But let's see, maybe
Oh, yeah.
Cornel West will
Whoa,
change
wait,
things.
yeah. No, by the way, yeah, Green Party. I don't know too much, to be honest, about the Green Party, but from what I
Let's see how
understand,
many
the
further Cornel
infrastructure
has. Okay.
1 million.
No, the Green
Yeah, it's
Party,
good.
you know, they also have one thing going on for them is that although they've never
The color green.
it's
beautiful.
in the 2000s and stuff, they were slightly more popular. They were slightly more successful at like, you know, that like a mayor or like, you know, somebody like that, right?
Oh yeah,
But
20
anyway,
years ago.
they've done it so
Yeah.
many times that at least they know like halfway how to navigate the system, at least until they lose, you know.
Yeah,
They're like,
they know
okay,
how to
we
fill
can
in the
get you to
form.
the finish line. So
We can get
last.
you to
If they exactly, they know how to fill out the forms, and you know.
Yeah. The which I mean they know where the toilets are within the
They've been to
facilities. They
Washington.
can. They've been to
It was
Washington.
a 3-day trip with
Yeah,
summer,
that's.
the family, but
I mean,
nevertheless.
considering that the other option was the People's Party, which have according to reports, there is a restraining order from Washington against most of the members. Washington, the city, took a restraining order against them. So, you know, it's.
No, a few things have
I-
been interesting. There's been a few things interesting. I'll say 3 things that I haven't seen in a while, all like the YouTube leftist channels being aligned. One is everybody hates the Nick Brana guy, right? I literally have not heard one say. I can't think of a person.
Jimmy, I think Jimmy Dore liked
Jimmy?
him.
Like-
Back in days, I don't know.
Maybe, yeah, but
Back in the
nowadays, anyway, or maybe a Jimmy. The second one is how much Cornel West, like he seems to be popular and everybody's like, yeah, sure, behind him and they like him. The third one is still that the Israel-Palestine issue which is that people have been so strong on it that that's the one thing that you know, they're like, for instance, pushing back on RFK. Maybe you can say that's the only thing that there is, but that's one thing that you still always get the same kind of traditional pushback. So whether it's from Glenn Greenwald or Max Blumenthal, that's what I might say, rightly so. But yeah, that's kind of funny. That's also one other thing that I guess people have not changed their mind on at all, even in recent years, their tune.
No, I mean, it's, you know, I think I told you my theory about the Israeli-Palestinian thing about it's mostly about the fact that it's like the same with, as I told you, Iranians are always upset about Syria. It's not because they're upset about Syrian children. It's because the money, our oil money is going to Lebanon.
Not everyone is like that, but anyway.
I disagree.
That's
I think the people who are, not that I'm saying everybody is like that, but I think 95 to like 9% are like that. But the other thing is, I was thinking. What did you say about the you know,
the 3 things, the Nick
the
Brana,
3 things you said.
RFK.
What do you think of
not RFK.
what do you think of my theory that if you're extremely nice, you know, platitudey, sweet guy like Jeremy Corbyn or even to a lesser extent Bernie Sanders, but Cornel West is like to the extreme. Bernie Sanders had a bit of Jewish crankiness that was cool to it too. But Jeremy Corbyn and Cornel West are to the extreme, just wishy-washy, like, oh, we are nice, everybody should tolerate everybody, oh, everybody be friends. You know, don't you think that's the appeal? I think that's the biggest part of the appeal by far.
That's interesting. I hadn't thought about it until you brought it up just like a few minutes ago. But yeah, I think that is that's a good point. That probably plays a very big part, or is very attractive to a lot of people. I definitely agree. That's
because
not the only thing.
Man, you know why? Because these people, majority of the boomers and to a lesser extent Generation X, they fear power more than anything else. You know, they are raised with, oh my God, we gave too much power to the leaders and absolute power corrupts. Oh. So all they want is a nice person. And I'm telling you, man, like at this point, I'm pretty sure if nice person gets in, it's gonna be worse because these people are useless. Like they don't have the balls or the guts to do anything. So
Perhaps.
I don't know. I mean, within 3 days, I'm just saying, like 3 days. Not that it was, maybe he did the research and he realized People's Party are, you know, criminals. I don't know.
You have
But
figure that out before. You don't study after.
it would have been nice. It would have been.
I mean, I guess
it
if
would
you
have
get to
been
take, yeah, I guess you got given a second chance.
Yes. But before we finish off this segment, let me show you this. This is I think it's picture my nephew just drew because he was listening to us talking about Donald Trump. This is Donald Trump advertisement.
Oh Lord, now I can see it.
Worst picture of him.
Very nice.
Very nice. He says it's the worst picture, but I think it's. I mean, his hair, I think, is very good.
Nice. And what is
see the hair?
I made Goofy Donald Trump.
I can see it
You
now.
made what?
I can see it's Trump.
Oh, it's a goofy Donald Trump. So it's, I guess, a mix of. You see, the nose is particularly well done. I think. But
the hair too going up. And what is Yazdan holding? What's that in his hand?
That's the. Do you remember that was our original microphone?
Oh,
do you remember? That was first season microphone.
True,
that was before I invested heavily into getting.
Did you buy that second hand from Sam Cedar?
No, man, I bought this when I was 2012 in university when I wanted to originally start a podcast, but nobody at that time wanted to. So, yeah, I should have done a Kyle Kalinske thing, just in a dark room.
He's still doing decent views, very decent views.
Yeah, no. If you started there, I would have been married by Marianne Williamson by now if I had. If I had started, I would be right now torn between Marianne Williamson and Cornel West. A personal hero, a personal friend. What the fuck am I doing here?
Yeah.
Anyways.
But alrighty, let's actually go to Crystal Ball and all that. Alrighty, Sam. So as we were talking Crystal Ball and Sagar, I don't know what's going on, if it's my monitor or the quality of my internet or this thing is not on focus, or I don't know what the hell's going on with this video. But anyway, they have a new set.
Yeah, you're right. It's maybe reload. Maybe play it. Maybe, or is it because the place you paused? I don't know. No, you're right. It looks. I mean, maybe I'm seeing it through your screen. So
yeah, the camera.
I feel it's a bit. The colors are a bit muted.
Yeah.
That's what it feels like. But anyway, what do you think of their new set?
I mean, no
or
real
shall
thoughts.
I say what do you think of them stealing NPR's set?
Look, so now we have Yanis, huh? No more Chomsky, of course. No more Chomsky. Chomsky has been replaced by...
No more Chomsky. Did you see that?
Yanis.
Manufacturing consent is gone. This is what you get for hanging out with Epstein.
Well, and there's their book. But you know what else? Their logo looks like so many other out there. It's crazy. Including,
it's NPR.
I feel like this one.
Which
I
one?
think.
Oh, Iran International? Yeah, you're right. You're right. Exact same.
But they're not like the only.
Man,
but yeah, so many though. I mean, those. So many people have them.
Personally, I prefer their old logo, their old set, and I was ready to come here and do a whole funny. Oh, they ruined the good set. Why? But I was just reminded when I was working in marketing, man, it works. Like it really works. Like you should. Like sadly, again, it goes back to the
works,
people.
sorry?
People suck using like bright red, blue, green. and it's bright
I'm
and
telling
it's,
you,
you know,
bright
big
colors work.
font. I know you keep saying, yes, I know, but I don't like it. It's not
But-
classy. It's tacky, man. It's tacky. I don't.
You
It's,
kill me.
it's low class.
You're your
I
own
like
worst enemy, huh?
bricks. I know. I like bricks.
How many times
and
a day
wood.
do you punch yourself and, you know, try to strangle yourself?
Don't punch or strangle. I just do the Iranian
I do
style,
that one too. That
self-flagellation.
doesn't count.
Yeah, exactly. Everybody. But yeah,
That's satisfying.
it's no, but it works. Like according to all the studies, according to everything.
Wait, when I told
like,
you
it
that,
works, man.
you denied it. When did you learn this? I
No,
remember
I
telling you
didn't
this
deny it.
over a year ago.
No, you said it more than over a year ago, and
Yeah.
I knew then. I didn't deny it. I just,
You
I refused
downplayed
to
it so
share
much.
all my knowledge.
You made me doubt myself.
It's so much black.
I had gotten it from good word. Okay.
Yeah, if you had done this channel on your own, you would have had at least more than like 15,000 subscribers. But it's brick. What happened to brick and mortar? What happened to wood? What happened to
Not
Gary Cooper,
everyone
man?
is-
What happened to Gary Cooper? What
Not
happened to
everyone is
men?
black and dark inside. Bad kid. But yeah.
Yeah, so that's why I approve. I suppose it's
By
a
the way-
right marketing move. And
Yeah.
from next week, by the way, we are getting a new logo, guys.
Did you see
It's
the
gonna be
Jack
green.
Dorsey interview that's making the rounds?
Oh yeah, I saw.
That
saw
guy looks
clips of
relieved. I
it,
mean,
I
you know
think.
what I got? You know what it
Yeah,
kind
he
of
looks
made me
so much
think?
happier.
He looks so, he was like, yo, this idiot, he thought it's tempting and he picked up this company. Thank God you know, it's kind of like some
The-
girl or
na-
something. You're like, why would you leave this girl? She's like so hot or something.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
you're just like, you know, I just want to get
Sure,
away.
sure,
I'm
yes,
leaving
yes.
the country. And
Why don't you date her?
Yeah.
She's so hot.
That's what it
Please
seemed
date
like.
her.
I don't know. He seemed like he
Exactly,
just
man.
dodged a bullet.
It's like, you know, overselling like the thing you're by probably up to like $20 billion. Like, you know, okay, let's say, I don't know his shares, what percentage.
No, but
was
Jack
his
Dorsey looks
exact
like
share.
he wouldn't take it for free. Like if someone were to give him
No,
Twitter
not
back
at
for
this
free,
point. No,
he didn't know.
No, he's
Like, you
probably
don't
like
know
the
what
most
happens
normal
there.
out of.
I
He's the most
didn't
normal
know.
out of.
They were
He's
fucking
the most normal of.
kids in the
Fucking
office
kid,
next
right?
door. He seemed like, or maybe just like finding out. Maybe he's just lying. That's his thing for saying that he was just finding out that he was.
But he was. He
Don't
was
know
seemed
what
to be
goes
very
on there.
techie focused and absent-minded.
Yeah.
So I mean, yeah, I can see. But he's the most normal one. He's actually like the one that was.
Yeah.
I mean, in being the most normal one means he's a tech freak, but
Mm.
he's more normal than, you know, Elon
Mhm.
Musk and David Sachs. So yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But I did notice something though. The tech billionaires, for one reason or another, and it can't be a good reason, and
Mhm.
I are all behind RFK for some reason. Have you
Mhm.
seen RFK interviews? I talked to Elon Musk. He's very concerned about these things. Jack
Yeah,
Dorsey.
but I can see it.
Like, no, I
It's so
can see it too.
surprising.
But what is their play? Do you think interest rates? They need just somebody to push up the interest rate so you get the free money flowing. What is going on?
I don't know. All kinds of probably. Yeah, both I would probably guess on like a
Yeah. I mean, it was hilarious. RFK was like, you know, David Sachs is truly worried about freedom of a speech-proof internet. I'm sure that's what David Sachs is worried about. Yeah. They think you're a child. They must think you're a child or something when they see this. Anyway.
no more.
So next week we're changing our logo and so
and looking at a young man, Berlusconi, man, he died young for a rich guy. 86. It's like a normal person's like 64,
No.
7, 8.
No, I don't think
No, yeah,
so.
100%. No.
You're
proven
pushing it.
formula.
I feel like 85 to 95 for his generation is normal. Like rich people now gonna be older, no? Like he's the same generation as Biden, man, and Trump and all that. You know.
Yeah, well, Trump looks like he's he's gonna maybe start like exercising when he turns 86. Start getting more and more energized and fitter. But yeah, you're right. No, I was just thinking of
Dried up
Murdoch,
piece
you
of
know,
leather.
just hanging on.
No, I love the fact that going to pictures from last year, I think take a look at Google Berlusconi like 2023. Maybe I'm wrong, but Google it. I think he did he was doing another hair implant. Like from the picture, it genuinely looks like he's done another, like he was doing another like hair implants.
Perhaps.
Maybe. Jesus Christ.
But
have you seen the new Italian Prime Minister, by the way, Giorgia Meloni?
Yeah, I mean, haven't seen it for
What a
while.
fox.
Yeah.
No, I think so. But yeah, he's great. Okay, let's share our top favorite. What are the favorite moments that come to your mind when you think of the great legend that was?
No, I mean, to be honest, no, I don't know. I can't even think of one in that sense.
Go back. This is one of the favorite moments of mine. Don't just go through it like that. No, he had so many great moments. The time he went, what was it? I think it was in Kazakhstan or Uzbek, one of these stands in Central Asia, and he was like, you know, I heard that you have a birth rate of 3-4%. You are real men. You know, you have good men, real men. You have your fertile. Like, I love that. There was another time, I think in front of the Queen, they were taking a group picture and he just started shouting like, hey, Tony Blair, hey, come here, Tony. Like in front of the Queen. Queen is right there. It was just so many great moments. The time, what was it? The Banga parties. Do you remember that? When did he say that? I can't even. He came up with that, the Banga party, when he was with 16-year-old girl. He was great. He was the last great European leader, possibly, if they managed to destroy Boris. So, do you live in a country where there are Italian speakers? Did they not come out crying? No?
No, honestly, I can't think of any particular thing that even from the football world that I remember of him.
Oh yeah, would he come to watch the matches?
Yeah, he was often there. He was showing
Oh really?
TV.
Wow, good for him.
But just sitting.
He was part of the basically a Freemason lodge that Berlusconi was. Mussolini was also part of. So he was deep state, by the way. You know, like he was. So hilarious that he was the perfect. If you want to know how deep state works, look at him. They pick up somebody who's not very powerful and rich. They pick him up and they use them, for pushing their own agenda. And both sides are so stupid, and they go against each other all the time and betray each other. So
yeah.
Oh, I thought we were gonna have a more deep, but play that video.
Let's play the video.
You play the other, no, the other one maybe, because that's one of his highlights.
You're gonna have to find yourself a bigger Berlusconi fan as a podcast co-host somewhere. Put out an ad. Characteristics: loves Biden. Sorry, not Boris.
Biden, Boris, Berlusconi, and Trump.
Loves
all of them.
We'll pledge to the Queen.
We pledge to the King now.
To the King. Losing it today.
This
Alrighty.
was one of his. I remember this was when he. Go ahead, play. Self-explanatory.
What?
This was the 3-time Prime Minister of Italy, one of the leading politicians.
Who did he did this to?
To the driver, some driver who was cleaning the car, I think. So staff member, a chauffeur, I believe. He jokes with the chauffeur.
Is it a guy or a girl?
Like, he was great. He was just so good. He was the best. This was during his prime minister, I believe. 15 years ago, yeah, wow. When I tell you he was the trailblazer, but also the greatest, I'm not kidding. He was doing slapstick comedy jokes with people.
Jesus Christ.
I love this cartoon, this series.
No rest in peace.
They put the thing for his little boner, right? Yeah. Well, Gaddafi gone, Berlusconi gone. All the greats are gone now.
Jesus.
Are you shocked that the leading prime minister of a major developed country?
No, I'm really glad he's dead.
You're glad he's dead?
Really glad.
What? That was like one of the nicest thing he's done in his life, man.
No, but
That
it
was
was
like a
it
joke.
was to someone who couldn't react to it.
But somebody could react to it? What?
It was to somebody who couldn't react to it to do the same because of difference in power in their job. Like if you do it to your
Come on,
equal,
man.
sure.
What are you like, you never joke with your dad because
What?
of the difference in
No, dad
are you
is much more
talking?
equal. You can
or
punch
in
your
the
dad.
office.
You can't.
And punch your dad?
He's the
I'm
prime
sorry, what?
minister. He's the prime minister. This is a driver. He can't do anything.
Prime minister is not like your uncle or anything. It's a job, prime minister. He's like,
apparently
okay,
not. Based on
it's a
this,
joke, man. Why
apparently
are you?
not.
All right, you're right in case of Italy, but I'm just saying it's a joke. This was a very harmless joke. I didn't know you. What do you mean?
Because this person couldn't do it back to him. That's why.
Why he couldn't
the
do it?
two-
Why not?
Because I don't know. You'd probably send him in jail. He's the prime minister.
Why? No,
Throw
he
him in
can't do.
jail.
What do you mean? Of course you can. Italy has freedom of speech.
No, but of
Well,
course he can get you
technically.
problem in courts and all this and come for you and all that.
Like,
Yeah,
sure.
of course.
Okay, but I don't think he would though. Would
I
he
don't
for
know.
this for if you go behind Berlusconi and you made to like he has horns on his head, he would sue you. I don't know, man. I think you're being very. I
I
didn't
don't
know
think
you're
so.
such a woke person.
No, how is this
You're
one?
one of these.
No.
Hey, look at him. He's being funny. He's making the.
I don't think that
banga
person didn't
move.
find it funny. I mean, if it's at the other person's expense, then it's not funny.
Wow. It's
Kind of
not
like
his
these
expense,
pranks
it's
that they
somebody
do on
bend
YouTube.
over.
They like
It's like
smack your phone, and then they're like, here's another one.
No, and this is not a smacking your phone. This is behind you, somebody doing the banga banga move. That's not. or
But
I'm calling
not
it banga
two
banga
normal
move,
people,
by the
like
way.
you know.
What? You think Berlusconi is not a normal person? I
Yeah,
don't
he's
think
prime
there is more
minister.
normal person. And I don't think prime minister is that like if you said king or queen maybe, but prime minister, come on, man.
No, king or
He
queen
made a
actually have
joke.
no power.
What?
They have much less power.
Well, we disagree. I think fundamentally on power structure, and especially I don't understand. Like, what is your what do you mean he couldn't do it to him? Like, if somebody did that to Berlusconi, would that
Not somebody. If this guy is a driver, who is this person? This other person is not a
driver
politician,
probably
right?
a
Yeah.
chauffeur? I think it was a chauffeur. Yeah.
A driver can't go up to him and
Traffic
do
cop.
this.
He was a traffic cop.
A traffic
He's
cop.
a traffic cop.
A traffic cop couldn't go up to him and do this.
I think because of the threats to a prime minister, you're right. Usually because there is security guards. But I think if there was no,
that,
but it would have been fine if they would I don't
if
think
he's that much of a cool guy, then I take it back. I wish he was still
I don't
alive,
know.
but
I don't know.
doubt it.
Actually, I don't really know anymore. You've gone down through this whole defamation. I don't know if he's a cool guy or not. So he seems like somebody who does that seems to me like a cool guy. Okay, so this was a good picture as well. I thought it's like a Roman thing. But yeah, this is some of his funniest moments. Check it out
Jesus
later,
Christ.
people. Yeah, play. It's just 2 minutes. I think
Yeah,
we can
play a little bit.
I hope we don't get into a whole discussion about If you do comedy.
I'll let you know.
Jesus Christ. Did you see that's true. I don't know. Is that? Oh my God! I hadn't seen this one.
Conduco una attività ininterrotta di lavoro e se qualche volta mi succede di guardare in faccia una bella ragazza, meglio essere appassionati delle belle ragazze che gay. Quindi credo che...
Oh my God. Better, yeah. Oh yeah, he never followed the protocols of, greetings. That's what he does here.
Who called him anything?
Sorry, I have a call. This is from, I have to take. Oh, Angela.
I mean, the kind of person he is, I'm pretty sure he was like talking to some like real estate agent guy.
Yeah, I'm pretty
sure. Like not even a big villa, this like 5-bedroom villa that came on the market by the beach.
No,
I'm not paying full price.
I'm pretty sure in his villa in northern Italy, he, as most Italians do, he had when people weren't paying attention, he had extended his wall and land, and the cops were, the cops are there. The cops are okay. Tell them, give them 50 euros. Give them 50 euros. And tell them we can sort it out so they get season tickets to AC Milan. Season tickets. That's how we're gonna win them over. Man, I forgot how. Jesus Christ, I really forgot about the whole tan and gay thing. The tan thing about Obama. I don't think I knew about that even. Like that was Jesus Christ.
So may he rot in hell, if there was such a thing.
I don't know rot, but maybe tickle. Maybe may he tickle, get he tickled in hell, I think, for a while. Until he repents. Because he didn't know any better, I don't think. That's the thing with him. I don't think he knew any better.
Perhaps.
But that's it. Let's go to one of his followers in a style, perhaps. Boris and Doris.
No, Boris is a much better. Don't say that. Boris would never do
Boris
such a
is
thing.
Better
He would not
person.
make fun of. He would not do it at someone's expense. Such a thing. I will not let you put.
Have to have we have to have a different
I'm not gonna
episode
let you
about
put Boris
about
at the
why
same
do you
level as Berlusconi.
No, not same level. They're just in the same
He's
style.
a nice
You're right.
guy. Did you see the other day when he was jogging? He just said, "Not here in London. No interview in London." That's all he said.
No interview. Never interview here.
In London.
But no, he's a nicer human being, but I think it's the same as style of politician. That's there.
No,
I didn't mean any disrespect to our boy Boris. But
he's nowhere near financially successful. I'm pretty sure, though, Boris.
I'm sorry, but Boris is a man of money. He doesn't need to be financially.
Oh, really? I see. Okay.
Yes, his like great grandfather was a British Turkish spy, basically. All those. In Iranian history, you have all those people who are on British payroll. You have the same in Turkish history, and his great grandpa was one of those guys. So
interesting.
He was born. Yeah, he's man, he's well connected. He went to Eton with David Cameron and stuff. They're all like basically extended family.
True.
But our boy, I think, I don't know if you watched the videos, but I think our boy has again proven himself to be a true mastermind. So play this, go a bit further back. Yeah, play the Rishi Sunak part. No, just the bit, the where part Rishi talks.
Johnson's suggestion that he'd reneged on a deal and accused Boris Johnson of asking for something improper.
When it comes to honours and Boris Johnson, Boris Johnson asked me to do something that I wasn't prepared to do because I didn't think it was right. That was to either overrule the HOLAC committee or to make promises with people. Now, I wasn't prepared to do that. As I said, I didn't think it was right. And if people don't like that, then tough. When I got this job,
Boris Johnson hit back saying Rishi Sunak.
Yeah, I that was so bad. I completely zoned out.
Such a bad
I honestly did not hear. Completely zoned out.
He's just he's a black hole of charisma, truly.
Yeah.
But
honestly, he lost. I have no idea what he said, so don't ask me any questions.
So there is. I told you there's a resignation honors where Prime Minister gets to honor some of the people.
No, when you were talking, I was very interested last time I was listening.
I know.
He lost me.
That's that's me talking about anything, really. But no, according to Rishi Sunak, basically. So according to let's say the mainstream established report, it's Boris Johnson gives the names to Rishi Sunak. Rishi Sunak gives it to a committee. A committee crosses some of those out because you cannot be a peer, as in Lord or a Sir or Dame, and at the same time member of the parliament. It's against common law. It's against tradition. And so we'll get to another version. So Rishi Sunak gets the list from Boris, sends it to this committee. The committee, according to these rules, crosses out a couple of names, including Nadine Dorries. And then, according to Rishi Sunak and the standard version, he wasn't willing to, break the rules for Boris Johnson. He wasn't willing to, devalue the...
So that's what he said.
That's their story. And that's why Boris reads. And by the way, and there are reports that Boris was about to be reprimanded. And he was today by the Committee of Ethics in Parliament for Partygate bullshit, for, oh my God, he had a beer with some people when he was in office. So he was reprimanded for that. So, and now go to, I think, the second or third video that we have for this. Then there is the other version, which is from Boris and Nadine Dorries. Can play this and then the other one, both of them.
Between those two isn't good for the Tories electorally. The old cliche of divided parties don't win elections. Well, it's true. I think it's interesting watching Rishi Sunak's response more than Boris Johnson's. I think Boris Johnson's sort of bombastic words about talking rubbish in the last half an hour are to be expected. What is unusual is Rishi Sunak, in that clip you saw from that
Boris
speech this morning, has
Pause.
clearly decided that he doesn't want to just try and dampen all of this down and hope it will peter out. He actually wants to hit back and try and put some distance between him and Boris Johnson and try to return to one of the sort of founding messages that he put out there when he went into number 10, which was that he wants to restore sort of discipline and process and stability to government. And I think the calculation behind the scenes is probably...
Go to the Novara Media video and go to the part where she talks.
Let me see them pour this beer.
Yeah. Just watch that. You feel better now watching the beer? Cam, you're since childhood that this problem. Whenever he sees a beer, he automatically just moves towards that direction. Cannot really control this. So go earlier. Sorry, you were right.
Which lady?
The blonde lady. She says, I think it's earlier as well. Maybe she talks. She goes on Piers Morgan and she claims different story happened.
Oh yeah, here as well.
Oh yeah, here.
As nominees for peerages.
Boris's list goes into number 10. Number 10, hand it over to HOLAC. HOLAC do the vetting, that's police checks and HMRC checks. Then they hand that list back to number 10. Number 10 then hand that list over to the King. So what happened was HOLAC said to number 10, this MP needs to make a public announcement that she will stand down within 6 months of being put back to you on this list. Nobody from number 10 communicated that to me. Boris found out about this and had a meeting with Rishi last week. 6 months had elapsed since the vetting had been done. Why Downing Street waited 6 months, I've no idea. 6 months elapsed. Boris said to Rishi Sunak, you just need to ask for the re-vetting, which would take a matter of days. Rishi used very weasel words. He said to Boris Johnson, and that's the only thing Boris asked him to do. He said to Boris, whatever list Holak sent back to me, I will sign off. Boris left that meeting with the impression that James Forsyth, who is Sunak's political secretary, was going to ask for the re-vetting, for the list to come forward, and then Rishi would sign it off. But of course, Rishi was using those words because he knew a situation had been engineered, i.e. the information Holak had given had not been communicated to me, and therefore my name would not be on the list because I hadn't done what Holak asked number 10 to ask me to do because nobody had asked me to do it.
It feels like a 9-year-old who went after
the
school
homework
and is talking.
was sent. The homework, my mom told me I should do the Christmas homework, but then my dad said I can do it at the end if I eat my broccolis. And then after I ate my broccolis, but I think she was, I don't know if she's right or wrong, but I do think Boris kind of has engineered this in a, I think he's too smart for Rishi Sunak's weasel words to trick Boris Johnson. So I think Boris let this fester, I think, on purpose, knowing that Rishi is an idiot and he's going to try to stabilize his government by respectability and all that. And I think, again, Boris, I think he's still playing the long game. He's thinking financially, if I stand my ground, the more I whip up the people who support me, the people who like my style. And later on, if I want to make a comeback, it would make my comeback easier. He's the only genuine politician left, perhaps.
No, for sure. I mean,
I think. Like,
I'm willing to make a bet that he's gonna be once again running and most likely winning. Yeah,
I hope so, man. I think the problem is that the allure of the money and his financial obligations to his unlimited number of children are the thing that I think might lure him away from politics.
Well, you said he's good. He's well off, so.
Do you know what this picture refers to?
This is when Caesar stabbed Jesus.
Caesar stabbed Jesus. That's good. Caesar was stabbed by Brutus. That's when that's like, I guess that's what it's referring to. I really like this picture though. I think it's pretty good. But he's well off, but he's asset rich, not cash rich. That's the problem with
money flow.
Money. Cash flow.
Honey, we have some cash flow problems right now.
Very low on liquidity right now, buddy. If you could have some liquidity transfer over to our bank account, it would be bloody fantastic. You know, the boys at Eton College, they're not doing well right now. So yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
But yeah, I hope, because genuinely, I can't think of a single other person right now that I would say is even half as good a politician as, like, you know what I mean by politician, like old-fashioned.
Yeah.
Not old-fashioned, but
yeah, he's in a way, but now he's become after a while, now he's the old-fashioned of 20 years ago.
Yeah. Just, you know, like, even Obama was a slick, but in a very media way.
Yeah, no, that was different.
Way,
yeah, no.
Yeah, different. I feel.
But yeah, and maybe he should release the UK's government, the UK's alien aircrafts and
Secret
things like
files.
that, or only the Americans have them. The aliens were hanging on.
Americans are bad at keeping it secret. Everybody else for the last 200 years,
governments have changed. Countries taken over.
Yes. Revolutions happened, but they were like, no.
But listen,
I know Shah said, I know we declassified everything, including Shah's wife's underpants, but this we will keep a secret. This we will keep a secret.
I honestly really enjoyed this Hill video on killer aliens on aliens for two reasons. So again, it was on the whistleblower stuff. One is Brianna talks for 8 minutes and 27 seconds straight about Star Trek. Literally the first words that come out of her mouth are Star Trek, and she talks about Star Trek all the way throughout. But I understand her. I mean, there's nothing to talk about. There are no aliens or anything. And like I said, most of our imagination, I mean, not that there are none in the sense that, you know, that the government is hiding all these files, of course, not in other senses. But, and then Robbie says kind of, you know, my argument, which, you know, just like, which is like, okay, so what about all the other countries? They're also keeping these top secret. Nobody's saying anything whatsoever. And, you know, when there are no facts really at your disposal, really, you have to use your reasons and logic. Oh my God.
Stop start believing. That's all I have to. What was that song? Stop pretending, start believing.
Can we just play this Robbie?
By the way, I love the fact that in every video I've seen about this alien thing, the first thing comes up is the scientific study that was Star Trek, because as we all know, that was who cares? Everybody brings up that show. Every show,
because that's all we know.
Star Trek.
I mean, we don't know anything.
Go watch some other movies, read some other books. Sci-fi is quite a diverse genre.
But I really agree with what Robbie says here. Let's listen to it for a second.
This message in the federal weapon for a right out. He's not. Clinton made mention clear again. You mentioned like, which it obtained.
Where is it? Oh,
so different to anything
that there we go.
Mechanics saying we know there are to explain that.
No, I think that's all possible, but that does not at all, to me, resemble what we're talking about when we're talking about flying objects people have seen and recovered pieces of ships and technology and weird glimpses of things in the desert or where else. That is very different, and that's, I think, largely a hoax and not true. When an actual alien presence will be as different to us. It'd be like a shadow or an ink blot, or it'll come from some. It'll not be something we can even. It'll be so foreign, so different to anything that it's almost like beyond our imagination.
Yeah, I really like that. Some people have critiqued, you know, Star Trek and other sci-fi shows for this like humanoid
parrot. I have to say,
design was not very good.
Blob's favorite episode.
And I think then he says something else too about, you know, the countries and, you know, what about China? So China didn't find any. It only landed in the US. But also, he's right. I love like aliens are always just like a little bit more sophisticated than us. They're like, you know, the aircraft is like 70 years.
Not always. Again, not always.
The gap is very. They look like humans. They're just like, you know, they're bald.
No.
That's
they're bald.
That's usually a key difference.
They don't have Rogaine. They have never reached Rogaine technology, but they have a spacecraft. But they have a spacecraft.
And they come here to study ancient technology. For them, maybe this is like their archaeology. You know, this is like them studying the past, because when they come, you know, they have spacecraft, but like, no, I really have to see how these guys use a handgun. Okay, yeah.
But we don't have cameras where we can, like, you see Earth from those cameras. We have to come.
We're very hands-on kind of people. You like to be on the field.
I can fucking barely go to like outside Tehran, and it's like a 1 hour drive, and I'm like, no, too much. And these guys, no, we gotta come to Earth. We have to go. We have to do that. In-person contact is they have a spacecraft, but they don't have Zoom. That's that's where they are stuck.
Yeah, it's just.
But I just wanted to say though, I did read this from. I was very saddened that The Hill didn't cover this. Aliens are claiming that this was a manslaughter and it wasn't on purpose that they killed that guy. The teenagers were just driving in our, you know, in our Milky Way, and then the man was just hit. So, you know, they are not going to extradite a killer alien. So don't push.
No. But I mean, the thing is, exactly, right? Of course, we're not denying the thing. I mean, at least I'm not denying. Yeah, of course, there are chances of being other
I'm sure
types of creatures that in space. But the way that they talk about the UFOs and all this is just so childish, and the things that they say. And there are no facts in place, so you have to kind of use quote unquote reason and stuff like that to figure it out. If it was clear, if there was like some way where you could look at, you wouldn't need to use reason and logic. But here you're just left with that, and all these things make no sense.
Man, come on.
Why are UFOs only like
come
in fields? They're very interested in the mass production of crops in the US. That is like
that's for sure.
That's
And
their
in Australia.
Instagram. They just come here instead of doing their work. They're just they're scrolling on Instagram.
That's the equivalent of that's the equivalent of taking a picture of your food before you eat it in a restaurant for the
No,
but
really
I
not
have to tell you,
interested into
Camille,
New York. What's going down here in Middle America is what we're all about.
But I have to say, though, I think you're wrong. Even if there are facts, you should try to use your reason in those cases. I don't think you should just, there are facts, I don't need
Let me tell you when they should use that. Once, like recently, someone is like, yeah, Turkey's in the EU, like to me or like someone around. I'm like, no, Turkey are not in the EU.
I don't think.
And then they're not. And then like no, they are. So what happened that time? And they started like using reason and logic or something. And they were like,
no, that's
when
not
there
reason.
was like when there was with Cyprus they were gonna go to war or something. Yeah, they're in the EU and all
reason.
that. I'm like, well, you can just check on Wikipedia. I mean, like you don't need to like be making arguments.
That's a reason. That's checking on Wikipedia is reason, or or thinking, oh, Turks, Muslim, Europeans, Christian, probably not, but making up a story is not reason, it's fantasy. That's what it is.
Fair enough.
I'm just saying. But before we go, my nephew has been here.
What is Yazdan? What does he like to say?
What do you think of aliens? Do you think they're real or not?
Move the camera a bit.
Come here.
Oh yeah, bring him in the frame.
Thinking about it because some of the things about it is fake, some of the things are real. So I don't know. It might be fake, it might be real, but I'm thinking about fake more.
Maybe more fake, but you're not sure.
What?
But you're not sure?
Yeah, but I'm more thinking about they're fake.
Yeah, it's just
he has a nuanced view. I come here and just
nuanced view. You can't hear my friend. He's saying
good job, Yazdan. Oh, he couldn't hear me.
You have good balanced view. Not no, it's real. No, it's definite. No, I don't know. Don't have to take a position. Okay,
very
cheers.
Wise.
Thanks for your
very
contribution.
wise.
Thanks for
all right.
So Yazdan is our alien expert from now on, correspondence, because of his nuanced view.
You should be the producer. I'm not too sure what he would do, but all those shows have producers.
To be
I don't know what task we could give him. I can move the mouse here, but I mean, I don't know. Find something.
No, we need a producer to, when we are discussing, sometimes I go, Yazdan, what is going on with that? And then you hear a voice from somewhere going, no, this is, I checked it. I'm genuinely interested to know the podcast producer, how did they manage to make that a job?
And they're not like the radio producer and other producers. No, they go and get you a big interview or something. You're like, fine, I couldn't get this. You used it and you went and got me.
I call it a book chair.
But producers, they put together the show and all of these things.
Okay,
or, they get here exactly. It just seems like they bring up YouTube videos that the host had sent them on WhatsApp, because it's always like, no, not this video, the second video. So instead of sending it to that guy,
you share it.
I guess the person went and found something. Sure.
Camera, the Vanguard, and all these, not Vanguard, the poor guys, they don't have a producer. Sorry, Majority Report. That's what. All these.
Who's the funniest?
All the brain power needs to be focused on the issues discussed.
And Katie
those dumbasses that call in.
Like theirs definitely doesn't need it. I mean, you're two there. One of
Majority Report.
No, Aaron Mate and Katie Halper, useful idiots.
Oh yeah, they definitely
need
it. No, for sure.
Like if you have three or four people, then I can see it. Then it's kind of like, okay, you're in like a big room. But if two of you are sitting, in your own offices on your computer, might as well
I agree.
Share screen.
No. Majority Report and useful idiots are the biggest. Like whoever.
Majority Report, I don't know if Sam knows how to do that though.
You made. Sorry.
Majority Report, there's a chance Sam Cedar doesn't know how to bring up a
That's
video.
okay.
but-
You're no, yeah. You're
and he's in
Sam
the
Cedar is so
studio.
unprepared.
Yeah.
So which year are we in? Democrats are still okay. All right. I didn't know we are still doing the Democratic thing. All right.
Fuck
Give
it,
me
get
my
a
script. I
libertarian
need
to call. Get a libertarian to call. That's like half the
get some crazy person to call me and
Yeah.
I'll just go at them. Yeah. Man, the people who call to Majority Report. Wow. What bunch of
Man,
psychos those
I
people
told you that was my guilty plea this week.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it was one of the. There was, I swear to God, to people. Somebody called Majority Report, and they were discussing. I don't care about what. I don't know who was right or whatever. I don't care. So he was talking, and then, like he was like, yeah, you know, it's bad that they do. I don't know, man. I feel like people are just like, you know, they're bored. They call like it's free therapy. It's like, you know, it has like the guy didn't know what he was gonna say. He was
No,
just,
of course,
you know,
though, so
called and
many
he was
of
like,
them, like you can tell, like, you know, I don't know, it just feels like, you know, they just like they're so fed up about something that's said right now, and then like they pick up the phone and they call, and then a little bit, then they're like, no, like it dies
right,
down, like
let's-
the buzz goes away.
yeah, it was that one. Like I've seen crazy people call him, but that one was just hilarious. That just in the middle of your own discussion, you're like, I don't know, man. Fuck it. Let's just go. Let's finish this. I don't know. Let's go. You called the show. I don't, like, what is this? Like, I'm not your cousin.
All right,
Anyways.
all right. Well, good stuff, great stuff. Anybody has any comments, questions, criticisms, please leave them below. If not, thank you for watching, and we'll see you next video. Bye-bye.
Just before we go,
Oh,
between the candidates so far, which one is your favorite? U.S. elections.
wait, what's the bit that you're doing here? My favorite?
No, I'm just yeah, to watch, not to vote for.
Trump?
Me too. Yeah. So far, still Trump. Trump is still the most entertaining. Godspeed.